we are going to study properties of nerve fibers. But before that, we must know what are the basic structure of the neuron or the nerve cell. This is the small diagram of a neuron or nerve cell. It consists of two parts. This structure of neuron already we have studied. I'll just explain in short. This structure is called as cyton or cell body, and the elongated structure is called as axon. This small fiber-like structure which arises from cyton, they are dendrites. Exactly at the center, nucleus is present. This axon ends in axon terminal, and this structure covering is called as myelin sheath. In between two myelin sheath, the space which is present is called as node of Ranvier. So this is the basic structure of the nerve cell or neuron. Now we are going to study what are the properties of this nerve cell, which is also called as a nerve fiber. Let us study the first characteristic or the property, excitability, or it is also called as irritability. The nerve fiber possess polarized membrane. Now what do you mean by polarized membrane? This structure is called as axon. It is elongated structure. Polarized state means when the nerve cell is not carrying any impulse. In other words, you can say that the neuron is in the resting condition. At that time, the axon is positively charged outer side and negatively charged inside. Such membrane is called as polarized membrane. So, nerve fiber possess this polarized membrane. So, it receives the stimulus. When nerve cell is in the resting condition, it receives the stimulus. Now, what do you mean by stimulus? The stimulus may be in different form. For example, this stimulus may be in the form of heat or cold. This stimulus may be in the form of chemicals, acid or base. This stimulus may be in the form of mechanical, any injury, or in the form of electrical signal or simple touch. It acts as a stimulus for the nerve fiber. So, it receives the stimulus and enter into state of activity. It immediately, that nerve gets excited. So, that property is called as excitability or irritability. Again, I'll read. The nerve fiber possess polarized membrane. At that condition, it receives the stimulus. When it receives the stimulus, it immediately enter into the state of activity or it become excited. Second property is conductivity. It is ability to transmit the excitation. Transmit means what? It carry. Suppose this neuron, it gets activated. It will conduct, it will carry that signal or impulse from one neuron to another neuron. It conduct that impulse. Now we will study third property of nerve fiber, and the property is stimulus. Let us study what do you mean by stimulus. It is any detectable physical, chemical, electrical change in the external or internal environment which brings about excitation in a nerve or muscle or organ or in the organism. This stimulation or the stimulus may be in different form. Already I have told, physical stimulus means that stimulus may be in the form of heat or cold. Chemical stimulus may be in the form of acid or base. The stimulus may be electrical stimulus. That stimulus may be the touch also. Stimulus may be anything which brings excitation in the nerve cell or the neuron or the nerve fiber. Now this stimulus, it is of three parts, you can say. One is called as threshold stimulus. What do you mean by threshold stimulus? In order to be effective, the stimulus must have minimum intensity, and that minimum intensity is called as threshold stimulus. Normally, in case of neuron, the threshold stimulus range, it goes from -50 to -55 millivolt. This is the range. Below that, if the stimulus is there, then definitely the nerve cell is not going to be excited. Or beyond that also, if the nerve cell is getting excited, at that time also the nerve cell, it will not excite too much. So minimum, what you can say, the minimum intensity for the neuron or for the nerve cell, it is in between -50 to -55 millivolt. Below that, if we are providing the, what you can say, the intensity, or we are providing the stimulus, the nerve cell will not excited. So that range, minimum range, is called as threshold stimulus. Now come to subliminal or weak stimulus. The name itself indicates that weak stimulus which is not going to excite the neuron or the nerve cell. If you provide the stimulus below this range, that stimulus will not be very effective. That stimulus will not activate the neuron. That stimulus is called as subliminal stimulus, and it has no effect on the nerve fiber. What do you mean by supraliminal or strong stimulus? The name itself indicates that the stimulus which brings excitation is called as strong stimulus. And if you see the effect of strong stimulus and effect of threshold stimulus, it is one and the same. It is not like that as you provide strong stimulus means the nerve cell becomes more and more excited. No, it is not like that. Whatever excitations you will get in threshold stimulus, same excitation you are going to get in strong stimulus.